Richard,
Yes.
I'm going to cast my animal friendship spell on one of them. Let's see. I remember how that spell works.
I think it only works on one animal at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've had a night. I've had a night to rest. Saving throw negates it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to get close to them. You got to be within 10 feet of them to cast it.
You got to be able to pet them and feed them and praise
Yeah.
them and stuff.
So at this point, they have not gotten within 10 feet of you.
All right.
And and just so your fall, and you'll have to work on this one because it's a casting time of 6 turns. So you can't quickly cast that one.
Oh, 6 turns,
All right.
6 rounds.
Yeah, it takes an hour to befriend.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's probably not going to happen then. Yeah.
The benefits of it are really good, though. You basically are.
Okay. Oh, now it does. Okay, I guess you can. I guess it does actually take.
It's supposed to draw them.
Okay,
to you.
it begins when the spell is begun.
Yeah.
Okay, so they make their spell then, but then you have to be able to stand there for an hour working on them. But they aren't within. None of them are within range. But yeah.
Okay. All right.
Isn't it pretty good range, like 90 yards or like 120 yards or something like
that? Range of 1 inch, which would be
touch. Almost.
10 feet indoors, 10 yards outdoors.
Oh, 10 yards outdoors, 30 feet.
Yeah, 1 inch on the battle map, I guess. Or
yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like 1 hex.
Yes, it's those old
10 yards
rules where you're moving stuff by the inches that first edition still retains.
Yeah.
Martin Shaw is the reader. Martin Shaw. That's his name.
Yes.
Old-time actor.
Yeah.
I kind of wish it was Martin Short, though.
I do too. I'm not an audiobook person, but I might have to get that. And I love the Cimmerillion, but I might have to hear Martin Short read it.
Oh, you've read it too?
Yes, I have.
Oh, yep. That's one of my favorite books of all time.
Yeah, that's a great book, and it caused me plenty of trouble trying to get people to see the fantasy world the same way I did because of that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Elves are tall, strong. They're not little things, little woodland creatures.
Yeah, tall as humans.
So, anything else you guys want to do? I mean, just
I'll just keep going toward our destination.
Yeah, I don't think we have any spells that are useful right at this distance on them.
Why? How far in the sky are they?
Well,
Well,
they're
they're
more than 10 yards. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they're staying. They're probably a good
Or like 50 feet
60
from
to
the
100 feet up,
ground.
and then they're probably, you know, a good 30 yards away from you.
Mm.
Now they're on your perimeter, but you just over the course of the morning you realize that they're just circling around and staying there. They aren't flying on, and they're not just hunting, because you can tell, they're whatever they're doing, they're kind of keeping with you. It's
We don't,
too much for a coincidence that their hunting pattern would keep them about that behind you at all times.
all right. Do we see any buildings or anything in the distance uh, that they might come from or anything?
No. So, guys,
How many are there?
keep on moving then. There are 4 of them.
4 of them? Well, Jack, you could shoot them
4.
down with your magic missile.
Yeah, we don't really know what they're even up to, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they're clearly following us, but I mean, we don't know. Are they following us for bad reasons? Are they just scouting us? If we kill them, is somebody going to come more powerful?
What if they're what if they're Krebine from Dunland?
All right. Well, I say we
guys-
just keep going.
Okay, so you guys keep going, and about a little bit after midday, you spot a small cottage, very old,
Mm.
stone built, in the foothills. It's up a little veil, kind of hard to see, and you feel fortunate to have just spotted it.
Lo there, gents. Up the vale there. A cottage.
Well, I guess it's as good as a thing to target as any. Maybe that's what we're looking for.
Perhaps we could stay the night there.
What time of the day is it, Richard?
So it's a little afternoon.
Okay. Do we see any activity like smoke or from a chimney or anything like
No,
that?
you don't see anything like that.
Does it
It
look
doesn't
new
look like.
or is it kept or does
Oh,
it
yeah, it
look?
looks old. It looks old
Okay.
and abandoned.
That's probably a hideout for something. I say we approach with caution.
As you get a little closer, you can see that it had at least one, if not 2 more stories to at least part of it, as there are stones scattered about. You can make out where there definitely is part of a second floor wall still standing. It's not so much a cottage as one time it probably was some type of minor keep or some type of stout building. It has
Well, no wonder it went out of
windows.
business. It's in the middle of nowhere.
It's got windows which are fully shuttered with wood shutters that they're cracking them some. I mean, they're not they're definitely for wear, but they're still there. There's a door, and the door is still in the doorway.
Okay. Do we see any evidence that anybody's been there before? Maybe like a path through the grass or anything like that?
No, nothing that would indicate anybody has been here in some time.
Okay. What do you guys think?
I mean, it's suspicious, but let's check it out.
Okay.
I agree. Let us proceed
Well, I'm gonna
with
go.
caution.
Yeah. Richard, I'm gonna try to approach a window and see if I can see anything through a crack in the wood or something like that quietly.
Okay. So, um, the
Roll a saving throw.
nah,
Okay.
where you look in, it appears to be a room with a lot of dust in it. There's a bit of roof missing over it, so there's some sun shining directly down into it.
Okay.
There's like 3 chairs, the 2 of which are totally broken up, but one looks like it could still maybe be sat upon.
Okay.
And
Does it have like a bar or something, or like I'm picturing like an inn with a bar and stools and is that kind of place, or is it a house, or what is it?
is it's hard to see. I mean, there's no like bar in there or anything of that nature.
Okay.
But it's definitely is. I mean, it looks more like some type of common room.
Okay.
It doesn't look very homey.
Okay.
There are a couple of doors leading off of that room.
Okay. Does the floor look solid, or does it look like it's wearing away too? If we go in there, are we going to fall through?
No. It's stone floor.
Oh, okay. Well, I tell them I see it appears to be empty. It's just kind of dusty and chairs, broken up chairs and stuff in there. I don't see anything that looks dangerous, I guess. So, shall we break down the door
If we can't just
or try?
yeah.
We'll try the latch first.
What would be the point? We're not ready to camp, and it is a bit sus, isn't it?
Is about what?
Suspect.
Yeah.
Strange.
Well, obviously, the DM wanted us to find it, so I think we should.
What's a DM?
The gods have smiled down upon us. They want us to go in.
Well, we're looking for the pieces of the harp, right? Or the book that'll tell us where the pieces are.
Yes, you're looking for a monastery
Okay.
that has a book in it that's going to give you some direction on the pieces of the harp.
Yeah. But we don't really know where the monastery is. Let's see if we can find if somebody's here and maybe they can direct us to the monastery. Or if not, nobody's here and it's abandoned, we can maybe find a map or something inside.
Well, it's
Might help.
definitely abandoned.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
No indication of anyone coming and going at all. The interior is covered in dust and things are basically where they've been laying for months or years.
Yeah, I mean, we
I'm
really
for
don't know this area. I don't know what's inside here, but there could be something of use.
yeah. I'm gonna try the door, Richard.
Okay.
Is it locked or?
Very well. Proceed carefully, please.
Yeah.
Uh, it's not locked. In fact, uh, once you move it, it kind of loses its grip and falls down,
Okay.
and you're able to jump out of the way. And now you can see inside. I said the room is dusty. You can really get a good look at all of it. Yeah, there were some other tables and benches in here for those tables, and they've all pretty much collapsed and are rotting, dry rotting on the floor. Could see where the uh, termites are working on them.
Okay.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
And you said there was a couple doors in leading that from that room. Are they kind of rotted
Yep.
away too as well? Or
There's one to the right and one to the left. They look really old, a little warped and chinky, but they're still sitting, at least sitting in their frames.
okay. I'm gonna go to the one on the right.
Okay.
Try it.
Oh, that one is stuck, but you can tell it's like it's stuck because the hinges rusted.
Okay. Does it seem like one I can open, or does it seem if I, put a little elbow grease, or is it
Yeah, I mean, it
or
looks
is
like
it
something if
fast?
you worked on it hard enough, you might be able to make it work, break it in two, or pull the hinges
I
out of the
don't
wall. I
I
mean,
don't want
you
to
don't
make a
feel
lot
like
of noise yet. So let me look at the door on the left. Is it easier to open or
well, when you mess with that one, it too falls down.
okay? Hello, we're here. Come and get us.
And the and this one reveals a room that probably was a kitchen. Um, you're pretty sure it's a kitchen. There's a big oven in here. There's high windows on it that are open. Probably when you walk in here, there's some birds flying out of here.
Okay.
And no, the prep tables are about to fall down, but they're still there. There's There's a pump mounted on the end of one of the tables. That seems to be what's holding the table up.
Okay.
Um,
Really nothing of interest to inspect here, right?
not really.
All right. I think it's that.
Or at least
that
not to
other-
me. You may want to explore it.
Okay. I'll
But
take
there's
your word
nothing
for it.
screaming out, there's chests of gold in here somewhere if we just dig through enough of this rubble.
Uh, my friend, perhaps it would be safer for everyone if we were to burn this place down, being that it's condemned, and perhaps sift through the ashes for anything of value tomorrow.
Well, most maps are on paper and they would burn.
Hmm.
I would like to go ahead and go into the door on the right. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that door aside.
Okay, give me a 1d6 roll.
So I have to make a saving throw. Fine.
It's a little rough, but you put your stuff into it, and yeah, it kind of not so much the hinges giving way, but the part of the hinge that is attached to the door bends,
Okay.
and you're able to basically kind of push it open, and now it's sitting open at a 45-degree angle, and you guys can easily kind of squeeze by one at a time. What it reveals is a hallway, and there are chambers. There's like 10 chambers along the sides of this little hallway.
Is the building that big,
And
or is this into the hill, or what?
the building's that big.
Wow. You said a little cottage.
Well, it looked like a little cottage when you saw what you saw. I said when you came up to it, it looked like it was had been 2, maybe 3 stories tall. It had stone knocked off around it. It's a pretty substantial building, actually.
Okay. Well, guys, this sounds like a mini adventure. This looks like a mini adventure to me.
What's a mini adventure?
What do you guys want? What do you guys think?
It's an adventure where many things happen.
Well, I mean, if there might be some treasure, we could use that for sure.
There might be a map or something too. Of course, there might be death waiting around the corner too.
It's no different from the rest of our days.
Yeah.
Well, rather than go upwards in this immaculate structure, maybe we should look for a way down into like a basement or something, so that if we were to fall, we probably wouldn't fall quite as far.
I don't think there's any. I don't think you should have any fear of falling. It's stone floor.
It's just a hallway, right?
Are the second and third stories stone floor as well?
No, if
'Cause
you
that-
look up,
that's-
you
that's
can
what
see
I'm
that
talking
it's wood above you,
Yeah.
and there's no third story. You can't tell whether there's enough rubble. You would think maybe there were 3 stories on it at one time, and all that's left of the second story is a part of the wall.
So the
Okay,
roof
so the
is caved
second
in.
floor.
As you look up through here, you see there's a plank or 2 missing. here and there, so you can actually see above you and see the sky. There's sunlight in here because of that.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
So the whole structure is just waiting to crash down on us.
What's your opinion, Jack? Or all of us?
Boy, I just don't know that we know very much about. We don't have a dwarf with us, do we?
No, not today.
Yeah. Gosh, I mean, I'm on the one hand, there might be some nice treasure in there. On the other hand, yeah, this thing might just collapse on us once we start poking around in it. Mm, well, what's life without a little risk? So let's kind of poke around and see what we can find.
I shall observe from outside the building. Perhaps I could spot for you if anyone were to approach, and also if the building begins to give way, perhaps I could warn you from outside.
Well, we all have a couple of healing potions too. We only used mine, so why don't we give you some of the extra ones, and then if something happens, you can rush over and apply first aid and medical treatment to us with the healing potions.
Sounds like a good idea. And I'll post up outside, looking for any intruders, and watch the structure to make sure it doesn't fall on my friends. And if it does, I'll lend first aid.
Okay.
Render first aid.
All of us, what's your character?
You mean my classes?
Yeah,
He's a bard wizard.
Bard Wizard. Okay, all right. Okay. So Galathan, what are you, Galathan?
I'm a fighter.
Fighter. Uh, well,
I mean, I could fight anyone who comes up behind us.
uh, since our
If you guys find a way down, you could tell me from inside, and I'll go down into the dungeon with you.
Yeah, I mean, right now it doesn't seem like there's anything dangerous other than the structure, so I'm not worried about exploring it at the moment, other than the structure killing us. But yeah, let's go ahead and poke in and see what we can kind of find, see what it looks like.
okay. So what do we do? Where are the doors situated, Richard? Are we? There's a long hall, and we can see doors off to the right and left, or one side, or
There are 4 doors on each side of the hall. They're roughly across from each other, and each of them is about, it's about 15 feet to the first one, then about 20 to each of the others.
all right. Well, I'll take whatever door is the closest. If they're equal distance, I'll take the one on the right.
Okay. So it's this door seems a bit firm.
Okay. How about the one across from it?
That one, once you fiddle with it just a little, it falls out at you. Some of these have
Are
Inside,
they heavy doors or just can I pick it
they're
up and
not
move it to the
particularly
side?
heavy.
Okay.
Can.
All right. Well, what do we see in there?
Inside the room, um, see a room that's bare. Uh, there is like leaves and stuff in here because there's a pretty good hole in the in the ceiling. Um, you know, scare a couple of lizards and they shoot up the wall and out the
Ooh,
hole.
ooh, another. No, no, I'm kidding. All right. But doesn't look like it's worth going in for anything, right? Just leaves and stuff. So I'm gonna leave that one that was hard alone. Unless Jack, you want to, or Olibus, you want to try it? Are you Hebner now?
We haven't been to town yet, so I haven't been able to trade out Olbus for Hebner. Much like
Oh,
I haven't been able to trade your character out yet.
okay.
I wish I was
Well,
having
let's
a
go
row.
down the next.
Good at
Let's go down
exploring.
the next two doors.
Yeah. Once we kind of get everything more explored, I can cast Detect Magic. I just don't want to cast it and then not have and run out of casting time because I only have the one cast of it. So
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think there's
So
nothing. I don't see.
the,
I don't even see anything yet.
could be buried under the rug like that, though.
these two doors are both held fast.
Hmm. Is if we open them, does it look like the structure will come down on us?
No,
Okay.
these are stone walls with good
Oh, okay.
arches. I mean,
Okay. My mental picture of the building keeps changing.
So does mine.
Okay. These doors are both fast. How about the next two?
they also are fast.
All right, and the last two, I suppose, are fast as well.
No, the
Really?
one on the left is, but the one on the right, when you pull on it, starts to it's opening. It's squeaking a bit, but it's opening.
Okay.
And this one must have the full roof on it because there's no sunlight in this room. So as you're opening it, the light, first glance there, it appears there is a little desk, some candlesticks on it, and sitting at it is a person.
A live person or is it a skeleton?
Well, if you look at it again and spend a little time, it's not quite a skeleton, but definitely a dried out body.
Corpse. Ooh, what's he wearing?
Well, he's wearing clothing, relatively typical clothing that you would see in this area.
Okay.
He's got leather armor on,
Wow.
and do notice that he has a bolt sticking out through the armor in one of his shoulders, and
Okay.
there's a backpack sitting beside him. There's a short bow sitting beside the backpack and a quiver.
Okay. Is there anything else in the room, or is it just a table and chair?
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Is there anything on the table, like a map or anything? Was he
Whoa.
reading something, or what direction was the bolt pointing into him? Is it from the doorway, or was it behind him, or?
Well, it is pointing towards you.
The doorway.
That's kind of towards the doorway, at least towards that general direction.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go take a look at the.
Let's push it and see what's in there. Take a
Yeah,
look
I
over.
want to take a look. I want to take a look at the. Did you say there was any papers or anything on the table?
No.
Okay. I want to take a look at that backpack.
Okay. Well, in the backpack, there's a bedroll, 2 weeks of iron rations, 50 feet of silk rope.
Really?
Yes. 6 spikes, 6 pythons, set of thieves' tools,
Ew.
a cooking kit, flint and steel, 3 torches, 5 candles, water skin, a folded piece of paper.
Okay. I unfold the paper. What's on it?
Oh, it's a 6x7 piece of paper, and it has a crude drawing on it showing a valley with building near the beginning of it, and it says Old Keep, and it shows a trail going up and following branches of the vale back into the mountains for quite a while, and then it shows a dark spot on the side of the wall.
It shows a dark spot on the side of the wall.
Trail leads to that dark spot.
Oh. Okay. Could that be? Give it to Olibus and say, "Hey, Olibus, could this be the path to the? What do you think?" What I'd like to know, does it kind of look like our map that we're looking at right now?
No, not at
Could
all.
be. I don't know. Okay.
I mean, it's hard to say. It could be something worth looking over, but I don't know.
Okay. Does it look like anything? Is there any distinguishing marks or anything on it, Richard, that would kind of tell us where it is?
Oh, that's what I've described to you.
Okay.
I mean, it shows a veil going into the mountains from the north to south. There's a building near the mouth of the veil. It's labeled the Old Keep.
The old keep. All right. Well, I think we should take that with us, and maybe somebody in town can identify where that may be.
Yeah, fill us in a little bit more. Well, don't know why this poor fellow was headed here, but didn't make it.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna. Should we take some of this equipment that he's got?
Yeah, can we go back over the equipment again? I only got some of it down.
Well, this is all you've done is look in his backpack.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll search him over more thoroughly.
Go through his pockets for change.
How are his boots? Are they good quality?
They're not bad.
Yeah, they fit me. Oh
I don't know. Make a percentile roll.
Let's see. There we are, 11.
11.
Okay, they do.
All right. Well, better than my boots. Got myself some good boots, fellas.
Do we find anything besides shoes on him of interest?
I
I
think
sure
we're
do.
in the chat, yeah.
Oh, Richard just
So,
wrote something.
There are 9 silver candlesticks on the table.
Ooh.
His purse has 27 silver pieces in it.
Whoever murdered him, it wasn't for money. It was revenge.
There are 8 daggers, one of which appears to be of superior quality.
Ooh.
Short sword, club, short bow, 20 arrows in a quiver.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for doing that for us, Richard.
Yeah, I transferred
No
it
problem.
to our treasure channel.
So, let's see. Outside of that, he does have a little necklace. I mean, and it's like a leather thong. It's a pretty stone in it, or, and it's very inexpensive.
Okay.
Do
Okay,
it
well-
have, like arcane marks or anything like that, or writing on it that would give it away as possible, potentially having magic?
No.
Okay.
On the back of it does have a T carved in it. It's like a wooden mounting.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna we'll finish up looking over this room and see if there's anything else, and then I'm gonna go up, back up the hall to the previous, or no, go across the hall to the other door and try to see if I can get it open.
No, it's held. I mean, it's firm.
Okay. All right. I'm not a thief, so. All right, we'll go up the hall, try one of the other doors.
You've tried them all.
Tried them all, and they're all firm. I can't force them or jimmy them or
Could force
anything.
them. You didn't try.
Jack, what do you think? Or all of us, what do you think?
Yeah, we've been in here a little while, fiddling around. The structure seems relatively sound. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't try forcing them. If it gives us a
Well,
big
it's two
problem,
magic users with our fighter hanging back outside.
well, one of us
uh,
dies, the other one hits whatever killed him with their most powerful spell.
Okay, all right. All right, well,
If we can't force them, do recall we can take your shillelagh and we can enlarge it again into a battery ram.
Oh,
let's see. Did I get warp wood? Maybe I did. Let me see.
you haven't yet. A little higher level.
Oh, okay. All right. I have to familiarize myself with what spells I have because it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Shillelagh's about the only thing that would help. I mean, I could shoot the door with my sling,
Well, I think there's little. Let's just try
chip
forcing.
away at it. I don't have anything to force it. I don't even. I don't have a short sword or hammer or anything.
Well, we can just put our shoulder into it, right, and try and.
All right,
Well,
we're gonna.
they open out, so
Oh, okay. Well,
All right.
okay. So you're gonna try the one across the hall from where the body was.
Yeah.
we could try to smack it with the club that we just found.
Okay.
If we can bash it a little bit and break it open. Is
I
it?
mean,
Does it seem like it's stuck or like it's barred?
it just seems like it's stuck. I mean, I think they. I mean, in however long you want to work at it, I basically they're rusted. The hinges are rusted shut, so you're gonna have to either take the time to kind of break the wood up so you can squeeze through, or see if you can get a hold of the edge and pull it out where it'll either the hinge will break or bend.
Okay. Well,
I
let's.
mean, it's going to take a while to do that. If you want to do it, you may do it, and I'll tell you what you got.
I'm just trying to think of a way that we could maybe be more clever. What about using the pythons or something to try and use those with the club as like a hammer to kind of wedge open or put more pressure on the hinges to try and bust them open?
I mean, yeah, you want to try and do something like that?
Yeah, we'll try
Um,
and do something
I
like
mean,
that.
it's still going to be. It's going to take a while. It's not going to. There's nothing that's going to be like, oh yeah, I just do this, plop, and everything swings open or
Yeah.
falls apart. So yeah, you get the doors. You get the doors open, and there is really nothing but dust and a little rubble in each of the rooms, except the very first one you couldn't get open, you bypassed. And that one, when you open it, there's a tree.
Oh, that's interesting. A tree?
Is it going through the ceiling? Or is it in the dark?
It's going through the ceiling or going through where the the ceiling would be if it still had a ceiling in that room.
Okay. Does it look like a special tree or just a tree?
It looks like a tree.
Okay. Anything else in this area? Now, I'm a druid. Would I notice anything with my druidic skills about this tree, or is it just a tree?
Tree.
Okay. Anything else in the room?
You going to go in and examine it up close? You staying just looking at it from the hall? I mean,
Yeah, I'll
well,
go look at it. Are there carvings in it?
approach it. Oh, you don't see any carvings or anything, and you're looking on it. And suddenly,
Does it attack me?
suddenly you feel things hit you, and you feel one sharp pain in your shoulder. And
Get out of the room as soon as I can.
and you take a hit point. It's initiative.
Initiative. Ugh.
Ebner, give me as a top of give me a 3d6 wisdom check.
Okay. There we go. And that
Okay.
is under Olbus's wisdom.
Okay, so you were sitting watching him as he approached the tree, and when he kind of got up near the under the canopy and started feeling on the trunk, you noticed at least a half dozen things about size of a D20, typical D20,
Mhm.
fall down, come down at him, and saw a couple of them kind of hit his back and kind of stay there on his clothing for a minute and then slide off the ground, and they're laying around him. And so what are you two doing?
I mean, is it like coconuts fell and hit him, or are they like look more organic, like they're a little thing?
Well, I said they're not very big, so you aren't really sure what they were. They were dark and, I said about the size of a typical 20. I mean, they're not 20-sided dice, but about that kind of diameter.
Okay, so they're just too small, too fast for me to find out what they were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm leaving the room, getting out from under that tree.
All right. I'll kind of back up as you kind of run out of the room. I assume screaming.
I asked all of us to look at my back. What was that? Is there anything still there or what?
Things fell
What do you
down
see?
with your back, that's for sure.
Yes, you take another 3 hit points of damage. And there in the top of his shoulder is it's a little bit bigger. It's a little bloated, but about a 20-sided die-sided tick.
Oh gosh.
Oh, you have a giant tick on you. This is wow. This is very strange. Well, I guess burn them off, right?
How much damage is that going to cost?
Well,
Oh,
so far it's done 4 points of damage.
Yeah, burn it
Burning it
off.
off, I don't know. Well, I just want to make you think about this. It's sucking blood by the round. You may not have time to burn it off.
I could just hit him with burning hands, and they would be gone. Don't worry. You can stop, drop, and roll afterwards. Boy, yeah. I mean, I guess I'll try and
Not
they're
reach
not
him
moving,
to.
they're like sucking. So I'll try and just jab one with a dagger. I mean, they're not doing anything, so
Okay, so you're able with a dagger to pop it, which would effectively kill it, and give me another. Give me a 4 die 6 wisdom check. Is that successful?
yes.
Okay, so after that, you're able basically to pull the cloth away and get in there, get the mouth, the proboscis and everything out of there. You don't think there's going to be, that kind of infection issue because the head of the tick is left in him.
I guess we'll look around. I'll look over him and see if there are the others there.
I mean, yeah, you may find like one clinging somewhere in his clothing. If you look back in there, they're slowly making their way back to the tree. There's about 7 of them, 6, something like that, scattered around.
Gosh.
Well, that's one of the strangest things I've ever seen. So, what do you make of it? You're a man of nature.
Well, I think the DM kind of led me in there. He was like, "Are you going to go investigate?" Yours give me
What
something.
you were trying to determine what you thought about the tree, and I just simply asked if you were going to do it from the hall or you were going to go in and look at it. Because obviously, if you go in to look at it, you can learn more than you can standing out in the hallway looking at it through a door.
Let's
All right.
Or outside the building like me.
Let's not curse the gods. Let's keep pious in this circumstance and just thank our fortunes that there weren't more of them for all of us.
Well, if I wasn't a druid, I'd burn that tree down.
Well, I'm not a druid. Yeah, I don't really see any benefit to fiddling with the tree other than maybe it could be a danger for other people. But I'm not sure what to do about it. That'd be my specialty.
Yeah, well, I'm a druid, so I'm going to leave it alone.
All right.
And you should feel that way about the ticks too. That's just their way of survival. That's how they live.
Yeah.
Better than some small squirrel that would have been dead already.
Yeah. Now, if it was a roach, I would burn it down. I hate roaches. All right. I'm ready to leave.
Okay, so you guys have
Can I
put all
bind
the
my
stuff.
wounds?
Yes, you may bind your wound, or
All
someone
right,
may
so
bind your wound
D4.
for you. Yeah.
Somebody bind my runes.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. 1d4, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, you got
Well,
one
it
hit
was a
point
small
back.
hole.
We can kind of search around a little bit, see if maybe there's a trap door or something like that, and get into like a cellar or a basement.
That's what I was
You
looking
haven't
for.
seen any indication of that anywhere.
No, not really.
Damn.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll come on back out and meet back up with the party.
Okay. So you guys are able to ride on for the rest of the day. And
Are those hawks still around?
yeah, they've kind of moved on.
Okay. And they never came within 30 feet.
Too bad they didn't land on that tree, huh?
They eat the ticks.
Oh, these are big ticks. Okay, well, we seem to have explored this place pretty well. We can kind of mark on our map its location and note that it has a hazardous tick-infested tree, giant tick-infested tree. Excuse
Bless
me.
you.
And I guess we'll just be on our way.
Okay.
Is there any point here on the structure where we could get a good like a good vantage point to look over the land and kind of get an idea of where we're going and stuff?
I mean, you could go up, climb up along one of the hillsides here and get up a bit. You're in this valley right at the moment.
Can you go back over the map with me again, like the by 7? It's like in a valley. On one side of it, there's a
It's
blob.
a trail going into a valley from the north edge of a mountain range.
Yeah.
Near the entrance to the valley is a marked building called the Old Keep. The trail goes back to the south in the mountains, along this valley through several different branches until there's a black hole on the side of the valley wall.
Okay.
Be a dungeon or something, a cave or something.
I'll go up the hill to get a better vantage point of the valley and whatnot. I'll take a look and see if its general layout matches this map, as if the
You,
stuff that we were just in would match that old keep position and stuff like that.
yeah, it would.
Okay. Yeah. So then he came here using this map, and then something killed him. But there should be maybe a cave south of us then. Do you guys want to investigate the cave?
So, okay, I thought, Richard, you said that this valley doesn't, we're not near where what their map was. You're saying it does?
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, he didn't say anything about whether that was this valley or not. Now we have a better idea because we climbed up this little hill, and it looks like it's the same topography. So
Okay.
yeah. So if we're using this map and this map, we should be able to find a trail and follow it to some looks like a cave in the hillsides.
Sounds like a possible dungeon. I'm down.
Yeah, I mean, if it could be a dungeon of the things that killed him here, it could be the monks or that we're looking for. Who knows?
Yeah, it could be that. It could be that place. What did he call it? monastery or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Durbanite Monastery.
Rivernight Monastery. Yeah. Okay. I'm. Let's go.
As good a guess as any we have, yeah.
Okay. So
Does it look like the cave is the next logical place to investigate?
It's like the only other destination we know in here in the area, so
Sounds
yeah.
like a logical place to investigate to me.
I kind of uh, hesitant about going into the cave though until we have Jace with us.
The healer or wizard or
He's our
The
fighter.
yeah.
oh,
The healer
I'm
too.
I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter.
Well, yeah, but I'd rather have Jace with us to go into a cave.
I'm thinking more of Cal and his healing spells.
Yeah.
Is he a more
Well, I
experienced
mean-
fighter than myself or something?
Just an extra fighter.
Ah. Yes, that sounds like a good idea.
I mean, I guess they're technically here, right? They're just being unusually silent.
They're
so
here
do
in
you guys want
spirit.
to pause here for the week?
Well, we can make our way
Alright.
to the cave. If there's
Yeah,
nothing
let's
between now and then I guess.
Okay.
how long are we
So-
away from where we usually pause? Is another half hour?
We've only been
Yeah.
playing for like 90 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, we often pause around 10:30.
Okay.
Yeah, let's make our way to the cave and kind of explore it out and stuff like that. Let's no reason to dilly dally. We have a couple of casters, so
Okay. So you guys head up the valley. And you go about an hour in, and you kind of, it's one of those things where, now you're kind of, it's going uphill a little. I mean, you can tell you can feel the strain that you're going up. It's not a very quick rise, and the hills are growing further around you, so you're pretty much in a pretty big ravine at this point. The
Does it look like it could be something for an ambush? And is it getting narrow?
I mean, it could definitely be used for an ambush. It's not particularly wide. I mean, it's not like 3 feet wide, but it's 15 to 20 feet wide.
Okay.
The
I'm
in fact, you've been out of sunlight. You've been in shade pretty much since you started this track. That's how that's how high the sides are on you.
Okay. I'm gonna keep my eyes
Um,
peeled to the upper upper edges of the valley.
Okay,
Keep my eyes peeled in case something's up there.
absolutely. After you've gone about this far, you get to a branching point, and your map indicates you're going to be taking the left-hand branch.
Okay.
All right, yeah. We'll follow the left-hand branch.
Okay, so you get in this branch and you're moving along, and you go again, a little over an hour, and this time you get to the branch and you need to go to the right. That's what the map indicates.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not very long after you get started on the right hand branch that it's starting to get dark. It's early in the day, but the sun is well hidden from you, and so it's effectively dark nighttime in here.
Wow. Okay.
Um, and you can see just a little bit of light shining on the eastern tips of the valley top. That's really the only light you have, other than and you really don't have starlight or moonlight yet, because there's sun above you. It's not shining down on you. Um, and in about another hour.
We can spark up some torches and stuff.
Okay. You light up some torches, and in about an hour, you reach a point where there is a cave, an entrance to a cave. It's about 40 feet up the wall.
Oh, okay. So we have to. Is there? We'll look around for a trail. See if there's a trail that doubles back up there somehow.
Not really a trail. Nothing you can find in these conditions anyway. So if there is some type of trail, it's very, very. It's more like a rock climbing trail than a walking trail.
Okay.
Okay. Does it look like we can scale the wall to get up to it, or
You can definitely try that.
We have the
Oh,
50 of silk rope, the 6 spikes, the pythons. So we have some climbing gear from the guy that we just found.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. So we'll.
okay.
I mean, I don't know. Olbus doesn't know very much about how to climb. He assumes he does and can kind of set up that stuff for us.
Who are you assuming knows how to do that?
You are the fighter.
Uh,
You guys.
I'm not a mountaineer.
I don't think I have that. Do I, Richard? Oh, sure.
Yeah. I mean, you're a druid. You probably have a little ability just because you've lived in the wilderness, but yeah, nothing.
Okay. Well, we might be able to figure this out. I don't even know what a piton is. So,
Piton. It's like a steel spike that you hammer into solid stone with your climbing pick, and you wrap a rope around it so that it's more steady as you climb upwards. So that if you fall, you've got the stability of the piton holding up the rope.
Okay, well,
You'll just drop to the end of the rope and slam into the wall rather than all the way down the mountain.
right. Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like Sir Calathon is our resident expert.
No,
He knows
like I
more than
said,
me.
I've no experience in such matters. I'm just a fighter. I kill things. What you need is a rogue.
Okay.
And I will say that you would probably recognize that darkness is not your friend here trying to do this with limited experience.
Oh, he's rolling again. Well, maybe we should wait until the sun rises again and shines down on this valley and camp here. I think we should pull back a little bit from the face of the cave because we don't know what could come out of it. What do you guys think?
Let's explore this immediate area and see what's there is campsite. Yeah.
I mean, you can find a place that's got a little bit of a spring coming out. And there's a little bit of scrub brush around here, so you can gather up some fuel if you want to.
Oh, we're above the tree
You
line.
want a bit of a fire? No, not particularly that you're above the tree line. It's just that in a deep valley like this, it's not exactly tree friendly. You saw how early. I mean, it's so tall and sharp that it gets sunlight from
Oh, we're in like a canyon.
11:30 to 1:30.
Yeah. Okay. Like a stone, like a box canyon.
Yeah.
Okay. Box canyons are so steep that vegetation won't grow.
Right.
Interesting.
You got a little bit of unhealthy grass and, like I said, some bushes and stuff that you could get some fire, enough wood to build a cook fire, but probably aren't going to have fire for the night.
Scotch broom or tumbleweeds or something.
Yeah.
Well, it's the bare essentials tonight, boys.
How high up was the cave again, Richard? 30 feet?
40 feet.
40 feet. Okay. I'm thinking of maybe a way we can access it.
Should we have the spellcasters take the last watch so that they can memorize their spells during their watch?
Yeah. Let me see what equipment we have on us. Because I do have the enlarged spell, and it'll work on a piece of equipment. So if we have...
Am I the only non-caster?
I think, I don't know, Richard, are the other characters here, they're just less active, or they split us or something?
Well, I mean, I just ignore them, but yeah, they're kind of here, but it's not like you don't have their equipment, you don't have any of their abilities.
So yeah, if we had something like a ladder, I could like a 10-foot ladder. I could just enlarge spell the ladder, and that would get us up quite a ways. Um, and then it'd be a simple like 10-foot climb from there. So
Or where are you going to get a ladder, though?
I don't know. Can we fashion a ladder? Maybe, or any of you happen to be woodworkers?
I don't know. Quallen is a druid. I don't know. I don't know if he'd make ladders, though.
I don't think you have the materials to make a ladder in here after the way if you remember how I described it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Maybe you could enlarge a twig, though, so that we got wood for all night.
No, it would wear off before we would burn it.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, I have a quarterstaff. We have the shillelagh option still, so we can make like a pole or something that would be large enough, but that's not going to help our climbing that much. I'm just trying to think of if we had something that would be more effective to climb with. We could certainly use the enlarged spell on it if we had something like a ladder, anything of that sort.
Well, whatever you can come up with, it'll be easier in the sunlight tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think while our characters are resting.
Maybe you could enlarge a boulder.
And then we kind of just stand on it and have it bring us up.
Escalator.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you guys do? You guys want to call it for the night and go and camp and wait for the morning?
We can call it a night in camp, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I the only non-caster?
This group of 3 you are. The other 2 characters that aren't here, neither one. Well, one's a cleric and one's a fighter.
So, I mean, it looks like only one of you guys will be able to memorize spells tonight. Who actually needs them?
Well, I didn't cast anything this day, so I'm.
Okay, so you could take.
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna beat you up on that.
Yeah, I didn't cast anything either.
Yeah, so we don't. It's just if we wanted to use one of our spells in a different way that we didn't have already memorized, one of us would have to get the opportunity for that. Yeah, I think enlarge is the only thing that I have that's. It would just get us a bit closer, so we would have a shorter climb. Looks like maybe we could take something that was 10 feet and make it about 20 feet, closer to 20 feet. And that'd be about it.
I mean, Richard, does it look like we could scale it fairly safely, or is it kind of treacherous?
Well, it's dark, so it's really hard to tell.
Oh, okay.
I think in light, you might be able to figure out a way to scale it.
Okay. All right.
I mean, it doesn't look like, you're not talking about some brutal inclined slope that's coming back over, where you'd be climbing up and out. I mean, based on what you saw elsewhere, there's probably some way to get up there.
Okay. All right.
In the dark, with the dark being non-climbers, it's just a daunting task to figure out how.
Yeah, we'll wait till the morning. All right.
Okay. So that they 200 experience points tonight.
Okay.
That was a bit of exploration. And one semi-combat. Okay, well, gentlemen, thank you, and we will play again next Friday.
Next Friday. Okay, thanks. What is the date on
I
that?
thought we were camping and waiting till morning to climb.
Well, we can. The other people said they wanted to break here, spend the night, and wait for. I guess wait for the other party members.
Yeah, I
No,
think they meant
I'm
in the game, not in real life.
yeah, I'm game to keep trying to explore for a little while longer, and try and get up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine then. I'm sorry,
Do
I
we get to
misunderstood.
No, yeah, that's
do we
fine.
get to keep our 200 points?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so, guys, I mean, next morning, and when I say remember what I was talking about, it's probably about 10 for there's really sufficient light for you guys to get a good look at the wall. And yeah, you think you could probably there's probably sort of a trail of handholds and footsteps that'll will get you up there. And so you guys feel like you're wanting to try that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So give me 4d6 strength checks.
Oh, holy crap! That actually passes.
Okay. Well, all three of you struggle quite a bit. You eventually find yourselves getting over the lip and into the cave.
Okay. Is it dark? I assume it is.
Well, it's a little bit dark, but there is actually some light shining in. So, but it's you can tell enough that cave goes back, seems to go back further. It's a definitely a natural cave. It's the opening is probably about roughly 20 feet in diameter, but it's not a perfect circle. I mean, but it is fairly circular. The it kind of opens up a little bit, and then narrows back down.
Okay.
As you move into it, you will see a figure near the back lying on the ground. face down.
So it looks humanoid.
Yeah, it looks humanoid.
A regular sized person, or is it smaller or larger?
I mean, it looks to be. I mean, it's not tiny. It's a medium-sized humanoid.
Okay. I think I've got a hooded lantern.
We've got a bunch of torches and candles and stuff like that. We just picked those 6 torches up off that guy.
Yeah.
We'll light some torches.
Okay. I mean, it's hard to tell, but just based on kind of it's wearing chainmail. It has a backpack on it.
Does it look dead?
It ain't moving. When you get the torchlight, you can see one of its hands. You're pretty sure that if the hand looks like that, that they're probably dead.
Okay.
The hand looks pale but leathery.
What do you need?
Why is Colin in there?
That's me. That's my character.
Are you talking right now?
And
In
so
the
are
game?
you.
I can hear you.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I just
Hello
took
there.
off my
How are you
headphones.
tonight?
What?
Say hi.
Hi?
Hi.
Hello there.
That's Richard. It's Richard. He's the DM. Okay. See anything else in the room?
No,
Paintings
you
on the
can see
walls.
where.
Spots.
Nope, you can
Huh?
just see where the cave continues on, narrows severely, and becomes a small tunnel leaving this area.
Okay.
Okay, let's move over to this, what appears to be corpse, and search it.
Okay. Um. So, just going to grab it and roll it over. I mean, how are you doing this?
I'm not
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it with a stick and try and roll it over with my staff.
Look at the roof to see if there's something there overhanging. Is there any evidence of how he died? Is there like arrows or rock crushed in skull?
You do not see any visible wounds on this side.
Okay. Anything on the
He
ceiling?
does have a backpack on. No, there's nothing on the ceiling.
Okay. No ticks or
No.
Yeah, I'll push him over with my quarterstaff.
Okay. And it takes a little work because it's kind of rough rolling him over on that backpack. But you do get him rolled over. And Yeah, there's no visible wounds on the front side either. The face, the eyes were wide open when you rolled him over. The mouth was open, like he was, screaming.
Okay.
His face is leathery, white. I mean, it almost looks like something just sort of dehydrated him quickly.
Oh, perhaps it was magic.
I would assume so. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's look around. Like object laying near him, which might have done it. Then
Well, he's laying there. You don't bring that in here.
search his pockets through the backpack.
No, not with the dog there.
Okay. So his purse has 34 silver pieces in it.
Boy, these are all just senseless murders. They're not even rightfully in their pockets.
Sign into this.
Well, remember, there's not a lot of signs of struggle. It's like looks like there was like a fight. Dead. I would guess they got hit with traps or something like that.
Show mom this. Show mom that.
How is he?
Show her.
No, I don't know what kind of. Just what is it?
It's rent. Here, hold it.
Oh, really? You want to leave? Wait, no, give it back. No. Hello. Dad.
Hello, is anybody still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I'm
I think
here.
Richard's working stuff from the guy.
Put that in. Put a cord down here. The green
Yeah.
cord. I changed cords because that one didn't work. I gave you one of the green cords. No.
Well, that's what he has on him.
Oh,
The alabaster sword back roll 50 hemp rope.
There's a bunch of explorers who got hit with some little piercing.
There's an axe. Now we can break down those doors easier.
It's those doors, yeah.
yeah. Throwing axes are like hatchets.
Yeah, hand axe, throwing axe. But yeah.
Yeah, but that'll get us through the door. I bet he's a cleric. He's got a mace. No, he's got a bastard sword too.
Yeah.
Never mind.
And axes. Probably a fighter.
Yeah.
No shield though. Interesting. Dual wielding mace and bastard sword maybe.
Well, I can't use chainmail, so
I can use chainmail, but I'm wearing plate.
I can't use chainmail either, so throw it off the cliff. It gets down. I think actually our priest Cal would really be
Alright, put this in the
Okay.
trash can in the kitchen, please.
Do we have a bard? We could save the chainmail for the bard.
I am a bard, but I'm also a wizard, so I can't really use the chainmail. Or wait, does it interfere in first edition Castle Crusaders? Richard?
Yeah, no, you as a caster you can't wear metal.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, unless you're just pure bard.
No. Yeah, I think Cal, our cleric chainmail, I think he can upgrade his outfit, so we can toss it down to them and continue through here.
The only exception being elves and elven chainmail that are fighter magic users.
Oh yeah, yep, them too.
Okay, yeah, so we'll do that and then we'll continue on. Got some more torches now.
No problem. Okay. Yeah, you have a opening.
Yeah, you said this goes back into an opening that opens a smaller trail.
Well, it's a smaller opening trailing out from this first chamber.
Okay, how small is this? Like we're on hands and knees, or just kind of smaller? We're still walking though.
This is still walking.
Okay.
But it's it's about 3 feet wide, 5 feet tall. So you may be hunched a bit. Definitely single file.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's push forward.
Okay.
I'm bringing up the rear.
We don't really have like a trap sensing rogue, do we?
No.
No, you don't. You don't have any like small animals to herd in front of you or anything.
You can use my 10-foot, my quarterstaff, and tap the ground in front of you.
Probably the most dexterous person should go first with a 10-foot pole. That way, like a dexterous person would be more sensitive at feeling things with the
Do you have
10-foot
a
pole.
lizard with you? Maybe he could do it.
Lizard?
I've got a lizard, but I haven't trained him yet.
Okay. You have it.
I'm not very dexterous at all.
Yeah, Olbus's dex is only 12, so.
I should probably be somewhere in the middle of it, in case we're attacked from the front or behind.
I think the heavily armored guys should be going first, not sending the magic users.
Well, the idea is that we
Right.
have to check for traps. It
In a
looks,
cave.
it looks an awful lot like guy we just found got hit with a trap. So yeah, I think that does seem sort of prudent. We should find some way to kind of protect ourselves from that.
Bards are rather dexterous, aren't they? They have to be rogues.
Yeah, I mean, I have like a 12 dex. Is great.
No, they're not. I'm not using. He's not a 1E bard. He's a bard class that I adapted from C&C for the game.
It's like charisma, intelligence based. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Olbus has a high charisma, so that's.
Yeah.
But his dex is just kind of a little bit above average.
Probably better than ours.
Okay, yeah, Olbus can go first.
I'd definitely use that 10-foot pole if I were you. And if you see anyone ahead of us, just step behind me.
Yeah.
I'll take care of it.
Okay. And okay, so Hebner, go ahead and give me a 3d6 check for probing that hole. Okay.
Okay.
You haven't found anything. On the first like 20 feet, you're walking down this little tunnel. And give me another one. Okay, still not finding anything.
Okay.
And once more. Okay. And you haven't found anything yet, but you have come to a point where the cave opens up again.
Okay.
So now you're back in a chamber where the top of the roof of it is probably 10 feet, and wide. It opened up. It's probably about 30 feet wide. It's got a lot of stalactites and stalagmites in it. Pretty moist in here, pretty damp. Probably see a little bit of fungus growing around on some stuff.
Ooh, a proper dungeon.
The room continues on a little. I mean, you can't see the other side. There's enough obstructions.
Okay. All right, I guess we'll step into the chamber, kind of exploring it, since there's some obstructions that prevent us from seeing the whole thing.
Okay.
We can kind of
And
like leave a candle here or something like that, and then patrol around the walls of the cavern and use the candle that we leave here to kind of guide ourselves, so we can find our way back to the entrance if we need to.
okay, so you guys are moving Are you going to the right or the left?
I mean, we don't really know what's in here. It makes no difference. We'll just go to the right, I suppose.
Okay. So you're moving to the right. And you've gone maybe 20 or 30 feet direction when this stalactite comes slamming down very near you, Hebner.
Oh, awesome.
It hits the ground, falls on its side.
Does it break or just kind of like roll over like I'm about to be attacked by a stalagmite monster?
Well, it didn't break.
Can we
I
see
step
the,
back and fight her immediately.
can we see the bottom of it?
Hebner can.
Yeah, I kind of
And
dart backwards and to seek the safety of Galathon.
And I shine
And
my
yeah,
torch. I shine my torch onto the stone stalactite and gaze upon it.
and when you look holding the torch over that way, you see it's flatter end kind of arch and bend, and you even think you see like a little arm or something about 2/3 of the way up it pushing down on the ground, and it sort of slowly tilts up until it's setting on its base. You also could see some hooked, some tentacle-looking things down there at the bottom, and it's starting to slide towards the wall.
Okay. I shine the torch upwards towards the ceiling to see if there are any more of these.
Well, there's a lot of stalactites up there. Stalagmites, whichever one are on the top.
Stalactites, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to give the torch a toss. Ahead down the cave, like straight ahead, the direction we were traveling, and see if
Okay.
any of them fall upon it.
No.
Okay, going to draw my sword and try to pry the thing from the wall, the one that fell,
Okay.
and run it through. Just kill it if I can.
Okay. You're able to kill it.
And I turn around to call
It's a
on
little shriek when you kill it, but it dies.
yeah. I face Quallon and Hebner and say, "Wait here. I'm going to recover the torch. I'm gonna hold my shield above my head and
Okay.
walk out the 20 or 30 feet or whatever, and pick up the torch. Put my sword back in the scabbard, of course, and pick up the torch."
Okay. So as you're walking out, you get almost to the torch, and another one of these drops and hits your shield, and you're able, deflect it. It lands on the ground not far from you, and you see it start to do its little "let me stand up" thing.
Mm. Before picking up the torch, do I have the reach to run it through from where I
Yeah.
stand? Okay. Yeah, I'll run it through and replace the sword in its scabbard, pick up the torch, and walk back to my friends. And I'll say, well, looks like we've got to stay close here, boys. Let's use this shield as an umbrella, shall we?
That sounds prudent. I'll climb under the shield with him as best I can.
My character has a shield.
Oh, nice. So I guess I'll lend half of my shield to, was it Hibner that was in front?
Yeah, I'm Olbus actually right now.
Olbus. Okay.
Olbus,
And
yeah.
then, so you can still use the 10-foot pole, and I'll try to keep you and myself covered.
Okay.
Hopefully we can block any falling stalactite creatures.
Okay. So you guys keep moving, and
Mine's a medium shield, so it's about 4 feet long, I think.
yeah. So
What the hell?
you reach the other side with only a couple more of these creatures falling at you. One of them misses entirely. One is again deflected Galathon's shield. Much more sound hit. In fact, it kind of ends corner a little bit on the shield. Not where it's a major problem, but where you can tell it took a heavy blow. You get that to a blacksmith next time you're back in town, and you find a tunnel leading out of this room.
Okay. Make sure we explored this room fully, or do we still have to kind of walk around the rest of the wall?
Well, you went about halfway. I mean, you went. You would think about half of the room.
Okay.
The other wall you didn't explore.
We'll set a candle down here as well. This one. Explore the rest of the other wall.
So start moving around, and Alon, one nearly hits you, but you're able to deflect it with the shield. Alathon and Olibus one falls in front of you guys, clearly a miss. Very, very poor timing on its behalf. and then you get further along, and then one comes down, and it's a very near thing, and Galathon gets it with the shield, but must not have gotten quite as much deflection as he needed, and all of us kind of like, got your hands up in an effort to kind of shield yourself as best you can, and man, it catches you firmly, in the palm of your hand, and then falls to the ground. And you take a point of damage, but your hand is wounded.
Okay. I'll kind of wince in pain at that. I guess we'll stop and kind of tend to my wound a bit.
Do we have a healer?
Not
I'll
tonight.
bind it. I'll bind it.
And I'll run the monster through before it gets the chance to attach itself to the wall. Or the
Yeah,
floor.
I'm assuming you're killing them when they fall down.
Yeah.
I rolled 3 on a 4-sided, so that should get your point back, right?
Yeah, my hand seems like it's still injured though, so I'm sure it's a bit better, but yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got your hit point back, but your hand is still light usage at this point until you get some healing or some time passes.
Okay, yeah.
And roll one die. Roll a die 6. High it's right, low it's left. Oh, high it's right.
Okay. All right. Well, unfortunate. We'll, I suppose, continue. And as soon as we've completed the room, if we don't find any other exits, we can go to the other exit that we had found.
Okay. Okay. And so now you have basically reached the door you came in through, or the entrance you came in through.
Okay. Okay, so we'll go to the other entrance that we found, or the other tunnel that we found, and we'll head through there.
Okay. So you guys head through that, and again, you're in one of these smaller tunnels. Well, this one is a bit rounder than the first one.
Okay. Does it look like it's like hewn stone or anything like that, like did, or just
No,
happens to be rounder?
and you go down it about 40 feet, and come into a room that is kind of like a big round, fairly rounded chamber, about 30 feet by 30 feet. Nothing really in here. I mean, it's not carved, it's naturally occurring. There is a opening to the about 2/3 of the way around the room to the left hand side.
Can you repeat that? You kind of broke up on my end. Something about the left-hand side.
Okay. The room itself is almost a circle, but it's definitely natural, not a made room.
Okay.
And about 2/3 of the way around the room, there's another opening to the left.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess we'll kind of make sure there's nothing deadly in the room that we can see, and then we'll go to that.
Okay. Okay. So you enter this next tunnel. Again, it's a round, fairly roundish tunnel. Hebner, give me a 36 wisdom check.
Yeah, that passes.
You kind of reach a point after you've been in this tunnel about 20 minutes. You just feel kind of an unnatural cold in front of you.
Okay, I'll kind of stop and pause. I'm sensing feels unnatural, perhaps magical, cold and chill here. It shouldn't be this cold.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Maybe we should end there. Wait for our other members. Sounds like the introduction to a fight to me.
What is that we hear coming from behind us? Our companions next week? Great. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We can stop here.
Okay, so why don't you guys like back up to the
We kind of move back to
chamber,
the previous room. Yeah, the
the
previous
round
chamber.
chamber, and wait for the others.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, that was fun, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of stumbled around with a set of spelunking, but yeah.
Okay. So I'd say another 100 experience points. Just a little bit of spelunking, and so we will play again next week, which will be the 24th. Yeah, yeah, passed.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
See you guys then.
That's right. My wizard side will have leveled as well before back to town.
So it won't be all bad.
Yeah.
Thanks for DMing, Clayton.
Hey,
You're very welcome.
Richard, I have a question. What happens if we level up again to where we would be third level, but we still are
Well,
have our character until the
I,
next round?
yeah, you'd
We
just
ha-
be longer training, but you'd train up to third and get your hit points.
okay, just curious.
Yeah, I mean, and you guys can choose to walk away, go back to town, and come back to this later at any point too if you want.
Yeah,
It's just it'd be very odd to just suddenly be different people.
Yeah.
no, that's fine. I'd rather have both my classes level before I
See you guys next
uh,
week.
go for training.
And if you're watching us live on Twitch, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that heart-shaped button at the bottom of the screen. It helps me out a lot to have new subscribers. If you're watching us on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. More subscribers, the better. Maybe one day I'll be able to monetize some of these VODs. And if you like who we are and like what we do, I strongly suggest you explore our links below. We have links to Patreon, PayPal, Discord, Twitter, and my homebrew game, which is on Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.